Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Curator, of course. So with the 1st of April comes a new Team Fortress 2 update. And in this video I will go over some of the major changes in those updates. As always, I will leave out the minor details like the small little fixes and the small stats changes to do some of the weapons. And in the second part of this video I will do some channel announcements. I'm also going to throw some in there for good measure. So because I do have some things to announce, I have some things that I've been working on the past couple of weeks, and I'm going to unveil those in this video. So first off, in this update, they have buffed the frying pan. The frying pan is now 150% louder than it used to be. Now, what you do need to keep in mind when you hit someone, when you want to create that loud noise with the frying pan, is you need either to hit a friendly target with your frying pan, which will of course do no damage whatsoever, but it will make a different sound, or you have to hit an enemy. Of course, you have to hit the player. Basically, when you hit the wall, it makes a different sound that's much quieter than the very loud noise. Now you might be like, what the fuck, they just made the frying pan louder? Now this might be a very viable tactic to, for example, confuse the enemies, to create a very loud noise that can cause disorientation amongst your foes. For example, a very good strategy can be that you will team up with another scout as a scout yourself, and you would hit each other with the pan constantly. Why the scouts? Because the scout swings faster than in the other class, so you create much more sound, much louder noise, and that you can use that to disorientate your enemies. For example, they won't hear you despite the cloak, or they will just be like, all this noise in the distance, what is this? And they want to mute the game. So that's a weird but interesting change and opens up new tactical opportunities. Another change that has happened is they gave the gibbous some stats. They gave it a 50% chance to miss, guaranteed. So if you try to hit someone with a rocket launcher or the shotgun or whatever, any weapon, you have a 50% chance of it not just hitting your target. In addition to that, it does give you another stat, which is that the random quits are now 100% more frequent. So it's kind of a risk-reward kind of tactic. It might be very useful for example, clusters like Pyro. I haven't actually checked whether this works with the flamethrower or not. But if you have more guaranteed crits chance with the flamethrower, that's always going to be very beneficial for you. You might be able to pair this up with the backburner, which is going to be a very good combo. You can really push out that damage and really rely on those very damaging crits and obliterate your targets, roast them. Another change that has happened is they have added a new map to the game. And I'm very honored by this because, yes, indeed, this is my own map. King of the Hill Box Corp. My own map has been added to the official pool of maps. So Valve contacted me, they contacted me on the phone and they were like, hey Tweetender, we want to add your map to our official pool of map collection. We offer you $400,000. And I was like, yes, I accept. And I'm now a rich man. Another thing they have added in this update, which is probably apart from my own map being added to the game, of course, which is a great honor, is randomizer. They've actually added an official randomizer game mode. If you don't know what randomizer does, this used to be a mod that gave you a random first slot weapon and a random second slot weapon, and then a random melee weapon as a random class. So it's basically entirely random, and it's very interesting game mode because you get to know each weapon and you play around with each one of them. And also, it doesn't really matter whether you own a weapon or not. It just gives you a random one. And I do think this is going to be very beneficial because I've been playing randomizer a lot, and one of the biggest problems with that is it's very buggy. There are tons of problems with like the models. Even sometimes the player classes just stand still and slide across the ground. It is really buggy. Sometimes your entire view is blocked by your weapon being up into your face. So it's very buggy, and the fact that Valve jumped on this bandwagon perhaps will make it so that this is going to be a very solid game mode. It's going to be very much fun to play. Now for the second part of this video, I got some channel announcements to make. Coming soon on Twitter 86's YouTube channel. Tree Simulator episode 353. So, what's going on, guys? Ultra HD Hearthstone gameplay at 4K resolution at 120 FPS. Cut videos. Intellectual nature documentaries. This is a tree. Look at its elegance. What a majestic plant. So I think by now you probably already figured out this is indeed an April Fool's video. Ha! I fooled you. This is a little something that I put together just for funsies. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching and take care, folks.